My boyfriend and he said, call me back a little. Hey, TikTok. It's my first time going live on TikTok. So come on in, get in here, everybody. Hello, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you're sharing this out because Dr. Swin is taking y'all to school today. I'm having a private party. We're having a private party today. Come on in here. Type in the chat to let me know you're here. I'm going to give you just a few minutes, but until then, hey, it's a private party, baby. I don't remember when it started, but this is where it's gonna end. My body is beautiful, it's sacred, and I'm gonna celebrate. I'm having a private party. Hey, Demetria. Baby, look how far we've come, yeah. Share this out, D. Share it out to your community. Like and share. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Get the people in here because Dr. Swin is taking you to school today. I had to learn the hard way. True love begins with me. This is not ego or vanity. I'm just celebrating me. Is that my big brother? Hey, Anthony. Celebrating the moment I've become. LaShonda, welcome in. It's my first time going live on TikTok. So everybody, clap for me. Send out some claps for me. My first time going live on TikTok. If you are coming in, you know that TikTok, what I've learned is about engagement. So come in and engage. Go up there and get your daily heart me. So I'll know you're not a bot. Me, my angels, and my guitar singing. Baby, look how far we've come. Yeah. Celebrating the woman I've become. I see somebody else in here. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, help me pronounce that. Is that Trina Rising? Welcome, Trina Rising. Come on in here. I know y'all are trying to figure out where she got that big chart paper. I know she was a school teacher or something in education, but why in the world would she have this chart? Hey, Diana. Hello. Come on, get in here. Share this out. Share out this live. Dr. Swin is taking you to school today. I know you guys read the title or saw the flyer, and it said what? You're not stuck. You're just still attached to the old story. All right, Diana Harmon Green. All right, we've got 30 minutes tonight. So if you're going to get your people in here, get them in here because we're going to be learning and learning fast. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. You are not stuck. I want to keep saying that you are not stuck. And today, that's what I wanted to welcome you here for, to let you know you're not stuck. You're not behind. The issue is your new identity is bumping up against your old purpose. That's why you feel frustrated. That's why you feel stuck. That's why you feel like, oh my gosh, this is getting on my nerves. I can't be here anymore. It's because you've outstayed your grace, your purpose. And what got you to this level will not get you to the next level. So it's actually going to require you to become something different. Here's the beauty of it all. Identity is basically just a compilation of all of this stuff that we've learned over the years, all of the things that our parents taught us, all of the things that the world have taught us. It's just all of that piled on. It's constructed. It's your value system. It's what you've come to believe, which means you can come to believe something different. If you agree with that, type in the chat, I can believe something different. I can believe something different. Hey, Jackie Harmon, come on in. Type in the chat. Hello, hello, Jackie Harmon. I think I'm seeing double. I'm streaming. I'm also not just first time streaming on TikTok, but it's also my first time streaming on multiple platforms. So we're on all of the Facebook pages, we're on YouTube, and we're on TikTok. Say yay to me. Say yay to me in the comments. I can believe something different. That's right, Diane. I can believe something different. You're not stuck. You're not behind. You're not too late. It's just that now it's time for you to grow up to the version of you that has to become in order to get to that next level. And guess what? I'm here to hold your hand through it while you fight against her or him. I'm here to hold your hand. I'm standing right beside you while you're fighting, saying, kick them in the throat. Because we've got to get rid of that old stuff so that we can move into our new. I remember when I was going through divorce and demotion, I went to the therapist and she said to me, well, you know, it takes about 3 to 5 years to heal from divorce. I said, girl, you got 18 months because I got stuff to do. We got stuff to do, and we've been hanging out in our old identities for far too long, and it's time for us to move ahead. Type in the chat if you're ready. I keep saying chat, but in the comments, if you're ready, say ready. I'm ready for my next level. Type it in the chat. Let me see who's ready. If you're ready, type ready. Ready for my next level. Ready for my next level. If you are new to me, let me just back up a little bit and tell you who I am. I'm Dr. Barbara Swinney. I am a life and transformational leadership coach, coach trainer. I'm the founder and CEO of Deeper Women Lead Global, and I help women heal, lead so that they can become more effective leaders in their own lives. And I help them leverage their stories for legacy, leverage their stories to build a platform, to build a brand, to write a book, even to start a movement. That is what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you break out of that old identity, out of your old selves, so you can become the new thing. I'm also a retired educator of 30 years, recently retired. I think I might be on day 85. Whoop, whoop. Day 85 retired and moving into my next. And I want to share with you a little bit about what that journey looked like. And I also want to teach you why you're stuck. Has anybody ever seen your mind? Type in the chat, 1 if you've seen your mind, or 2 if you've never seen your mind. Have you ever seen your mind? You have seen a brain, but have you ever seen a mind? Diane says she's ready for her next level and believing. I'm trying to read the comments. That's right. No, you've never seen your mind. I'm going to show you a model of your mind tonight. I got this model from Bob Proctor, who is a great thought leader in the space of not necessarily psychology, but in professional development or personal development. And I'm going to share that with you tonight. Most of the women that come to me, and I do have my notes here, guys, so I don't get lost because I'll get excited and get lost. Most of the women that come to me and just talk about, Dr. Swinney, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do or where to go. And the issue is because you've done a thing for so long, basically society, your job, your family, all of those things, places, and entities have really become your executive functioning. They're the thing that is controlling you. You know what time to get up in the morning. You know what time to be in the meeting. You know what to say in the meeting. You know what kind of face to make in the meeting. Somebody else, if not a person, a system has controlled you most of your life. So you did the thing that the system said to do. You took every logical step that the system said to take. I remember when I was assistant superintendent and I went to meet with my superintendent, and he asked me, Dr. Sweeney, what do you want to do next? In the logical sequence of things, you go from principal, assistant principal, principal, assistant superintendent to superintendent. So naturally, I said, I want to be a superintendent. And he said to me, Dr. Sweeney, you're probably more qualified than 85% of the superintendents right now. Here's what I want you to take away from this meeting. He said to me, don't get locked in on the next logical step. Don't just think about what's next in the line of things that have been laid out for you to do. Don't just think about the next thing that's in front of you. And what that did for me was open my mind up to everything else that I could do, every other possibility that I could have. And that also unlocked the fact that I'm not trapped in this position or by a position. Even though I started down that road and I felt like that's where I was supposed to be, I wasn't trapped in that position because my mind was open. You're not stuck. You are not trapped. So I'm going to move to this learning so you can understand why you can change your identity. Your identity is really based kind of like in 4 layers. And I'm going to draw a picture. Y'all tell me if y'all can see over there. If you can't see, let me know that you can't see. You got 4 layers. This is the action layer. This is where you go and get all your degrees. You go to the gym. You said you want to lose weight. You want to get into the gym. You want to buy a car. You save the money. That's where that layer. That's the outer layer of your identity. Then there is the emotional layer. This is where you're feeling stuck. This is where you complain about what you're having to do. Oh my gosh, I got to go to the gym. But you go to the gym, but you have this emotion tied to it. Then there's the belief level. I know I need to go to the gym, and I know it's important and it's a good thing to do, but I don't really believe in it. I don't really believe that that's what I have to do. At this bottom layer, skip this right here. Right here is your identity. All of these things. What we tend to do is we tend to work on the action and work backwards to the identity, instead of working on the identity and working outward. I'm the girl who goes to the gym. That's who I am. It's a part of my identity. It's what I do. That has a different feel from, oh my gosh, I've got to go to the gym. Because you're letting the outer action dictate what needs to happen in the inner action. How do we become something different? Diane says she's never seen her mind. Nobody else typed in there, so I guess you guys have seen your mind. I'm going to let you know what's happening, why you're feeling stuck, what's keeping you behind, and how you can unlock your next level. If you hang on for the next 20 minutes, you will feel a shift in how you're thinking, in how you're looking at things, in your perspective. Okay? Let me be careful. All right, this is your mind. This is your mind right here. If my brother is still in here, this is what his head looks like. That's your head, Anthony. That's your mind. This right here, down here, is your body. Your mind is one big sphere or hemisphere that's divided by 2. This is your subconscious mind. And here's what's happening. Is it subscience? Don't worry about it. This is this is your subconscious mind. This is your subconscious mind. We operate from our subconscious minds. That's where all the things happen. That's why you Walk by a piece of cake and can't resist it. Before you know it, it's in your mouth, and you're like, I don't even know, I didn't even want that. It's because you're operating from your subconscious mind. I see that y'all can't see the bottom of the screen, so I'll just try to make a bigger circle. This is your body at the bottom. Can y'all see it now? This is your subconscious mind. We operate from our subconscious mind. The subconscious mind does not have the ability to reject. It receives everything. This is your emotional self. It doesn't have the ability to distinguish between fact and fiction. So whatever you say, it believes it. Whatever you say, it believes it. And then your body starts to act it out. The only way we can make the real change that we need to make in the natural is through our conscious thinking. I think that's right. It's through our conscious thinking. This is your thinking mind, thinking part of your mind. This is where the intellect lives. This is the part of your mind that says, no, don't do that. No, that's probably not a good idea. You should probably do something different. You should make a different choice. Your conscious mind is the part of your mind that makes the choices. Then the conscious mind has to tell the subconscious mind to do something different. Here's what's happening. I told you I was going to show you why you're stuck. This represents the conscious mind. We have these X's going down. This is the same behavior that we're using. Your body is doing what your subconscious mind is telling you to do, and your conscious mind is not telling your subconscious mind to do anything different. So all of y'all are just lined up. We're getting up every morning. We're going to the meeting. We're smiling. We're fixing our faces. We're doing the thing. We're cooking dinner. We're setting the table. We're doing the thing. And we're still feeling unfulfilled because all of us, all three of us, heart, mind, body, and soul, are all operating at the same level. Nobody's trying to go any different. Nobody's doing anything different. Hey, Michelle Speaks. Good to see you. I just saw that you were in here. Nobody's doing anything different. No part of you is trying to do anything different. This right here is called, when everything is lined up, when your conscious mind is doing what your subconscious mind is doing, what your body is doing, that is called bondage. And the reason why you feel stuck is because you've just been going along with it. Your conscious mind has just been going along with what the subconscious mind has been taught to do. Does that make sense? Let me see, make sense in the chat. Does that make sense? I'm going to have to get a bigger screen because these eyes don't make sense. Dean, what are you saying? Makes sense. Thank you, Dee. Makes sense. You're in bondage. Now, what happens is you bump into somebody like Dr. Sweeney, and she tells you can be doing way more than you're doing. She tells you that you can be having a far greater impact than you're having. Then along comes a why. That's a different thought. Like, oh my gosh, I've just been going to work every day, and that's what I thought I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to be a teacher. I thought I wanted to be a principal. I thought I wanted to be an assistant superintendent. I thought I wanted to be a superintendent because that's all I had been taught or conditioned to want. And then this other idea came out here, and I started to entertain something else. Oh, you can start a business. Oh, you can write a book. You start to entertain a new and different idea. This is called reasoning. Now you're like, maybe I do have another choice. Maybe there is something new and different that I can do. You start reasoning with yourself. So you're in bondage. You're just walking around day to day, mundane, unhappy, or I'm just satisfied with doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to try to do anything else or anything more. Then somebody drops an idea in your head, and that idea starts to resonate with you. It starts to sound like, oh, maybe that is something that I can do. So then you might start entertaining the idea a little bit. I think I'm going to take a coaching class or get some counseling or go to therapy. I think I need to be doing something different. Maybe I need to change the group I'm in. Maybe I need to change who I'm talking to. Maybe I need to change how I'm spending my money. You start to entertain a new and different idea. That's called reasoning. Then you decide in your conscious mind, well, maybe I'll just open the door a little bit to this other idea. So then the Y idea starts to commingle with the X idea, and the X is saying, why? What are you doing here? I've been living this life. I've been doing this. I've been in this relationship. I've been in this job. I've been this weight. What do you mean? What do you mean you want to do something different? Now, X and Y are in conflict. This is where it sometimes goes wrong for people. They get in conflict. X is louder than Y. X wins, and you bump into what is called the terror barrier. That means you become too afraid and you say, you know what? I don't want to write a book. I don't want to try a new and different relationship. I'm good right here with this job right here. Hey, Emma Dare said it makes sense. I'm good with this right here. I'll just sit here and do this. Nobody else is requiring anything of me. Now, it feels like you're being sensible, but what you're really being is scared because you've run up against this wall. Oh my gosh, I've been doing this. How am I supposed to do something different? How am I supposed to show up differently? I had grown into this professional Dr. Swinney. I knew how to show up in rooms. But what happens when the position goes away? What happens when the marriage goes away? Oh, I was definitely hitting the terror barrier. I definitely wanted to just say, well, let's just try to work it out. Because that meant I was going to have to explore something completely different. This is what I've been fighting for. This is what I've been trying to do. So now you're telling me why you coming in here saying we're about to do something different? Somebody write in the chat, E plus R equals O. E plus R equals O. Because sometimes we get to choose on our own. And sometimes God says, that's enough. You did 20 years of that. If I don't kick you out, you won't leave. E plus R equals O. E plus R equals O. Y'all need to take this with you. E plus R equals O. That stands for event plus response equals outcome. An event is just an event. We're going to have events. They're going to happen. How you respond determines the outcome. You might be well within all of your rights. When you get kicked out, when Y is trying to force his way in, you might be well within your rights just to flip out or just to check out or just say, forget it, I don't want to do this anymore. You might be well within your right to do that. But then what would be the outcome? What will it look like? So I had to make a decision. And we talk a lot about healing at Deeper Women. Healing is a decision. You got to decide, I don't want to sit there. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to hold on to this anger anymore. I don't want to hold on to this unforgiveness anymore. You have to decide that you want something different. You have to get a clear vision of what it is that you want and then line up your behavior with that decision. Type "make sense" in the comments if it makes sense. All right, so we've gotten you out of bondage. Now you're reasoning. You are entertaining the idea of doing something new and different. But oh my God, are you scared? Are you afraid? But what are you going to do? Are you going to go back to living the same life that you've been living? Or are you going to start collaborating with Y and asking, well, what do I need to do, Y? What changes do I need to make, Y? What research do I need to do? Who do I need to talk to? What do I need to dig out? What do I need to examine within myself? What was in me that accepted less than I was worth? What was that belief system that was tied to my identity? What was in me that was expecting somebody to do something that they just didn't have the ability to do? And at times, we're not even fair with these expectations. It's almost like asking your dog to do the dishes. It's not going to happen. All right, Emma, did you bust through the barrier? How many times in our lives have we had to bust through the terror barrier? Because what's on the other side of the barrier, that is your freedom. That's your freedom. If you can get through all of this, this is what's happening in your mind. This is why you're feeling stuck. This is that why a new idea trying to introduce itself, but you are too afraid to move on it. So you just go back to being your old self. I'll just eat the cake and the cookies. I'll just have me a bowl of ice cream. Put it down, Emma. I'll just have me a bowl of ice cream. Put it down, Raven. Hey, Raven. I'm just going to take a nap all day. But it's time for us to do something different. It's time for us to choose something different. Every single person on this live has the capacity and ability to do something bigger. I don't remember exactly his name, but I think it was Emerson who said, a man's greatest desire is to outdo himself. How many of you are outdoing yourself? That's why goals are really illusionary. It's not necessarily about the goal, it's about who you are becoming as you are reaching the goal. Somebody asked, how will I know, Dr. Swinney, when I'm healed? Healing is not a destination. It really is an evolution. You decide that you want to heal, and then you become the person that you need to be on the other side of the healing. It's not necessarily a feeling better because your body remembers the trauma. Thank you. Oh, I'm so new over here. I'm going to get better on TikTok. I'll get better. Darlene, thank you so much for the heart. You have to decide. E plus R equals O. You get to determine what the outcome is. Event, things are going to happen. People are going to talk about you. They're going to call you names. You're going to be humiliated. But remember, humiliation is the beginning of healing. It's where all of your defenses are broken down. It's the first time that you have to really face yourself and say, you know what? I'm not Superwoman. I'm not Superman. It's where the breakdown happens. And we don't know it when we're going through it, but it's really something that we should welcome, because guess what? That's the place where God works. In that vibration is really a purpose trying to make room for itself. But we're so bogged down with what needs to happen or what the world has told us that needs to happen. You should seek to reinvent yourself I used to say about every 3 to 5 years. But now with AI, it's probably about every 2 to 4 years. Your best ideas 5 years ago are irrelevant today. So you should always be seeking to do better, to go further, to expand your influence. Because y'all, we're too big to be in these boxes we've been in. To be stuck in the four walls of a school district, to be stuck in the four walls of somebody else's business. The goal was to go in and infiltrate, get the information, learn the system, and come out and establish our own system. But instead, we took on their ideas. We took on their vision. We took on their identity. We became their thing. We were created in the image of God, but then we became what they created. But tonight is the beginning of something different. So this is the first day of our 15-day series. We're going to be digging deep into doing identity work, really trying to figure out, who are we really at the core of all of this? Who is Barbara Swinney without the job, without even in this retirement? This has been very different. I don't even like the clothes in my closet, but for some reason they worked for work. But now they don't work anymore because that's an old identity. God is creating a new thing. Can't you see it? Don't you perceive it? We got to start entertaining why. So the next time you feel that vibration, pause and listen to it. I heard Michelle Portier, if she's still on here, she said you have to pause and listen to what God is telling you, to what your body is telling you. Don't just sit there. We get to choose. We have the authority to choose something different. Okay, let me check the chat. What are y'all taking away in the chat? What's next? What's next? If this message has resonated with you at all, I want you to type in there, what's next? What's next? We're getting close to the end of our time. This is supposed to be a 30-minute live, so I'll be here every night for the next 14 days now with a teaching. We're going to get to the bottom of who we are. What's next? Thank you, Diane. Raven, what's next? Who are we? We have the authority to do something awesome. Anything that we can imagine for ourselves is microscopic compared to what God wants to give us. When you think about it like that, you think about how small you've lived. Even with the biggest thing you've done, you think about how small you've lived. All right, I will be back tomorrow night. Tonight was You're Not Stuck. Tomorrow, let's see what's on our agenda for tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 2. We're going to talk about healing is not the problem. Healing is not the problem. We got a lot of things that are the problem. Healing, I said today, is a decision. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow. I want us to break through. I want us to understand the power that we have to change our situation, whether it's financial, whether it's weight loss. You've always had the power. I'm going to close with this little story right here. And I may have told you some of this dream that I had. I dreamed that I was in a house. I was watching a movie, and on the movie there was a man who had kidnapped a girl or a woman. And I'm watching the movie. They were getting ready to change locations. As the man started to walk the girl out the door, by the time they got to the steps, I realized that the girl was me. The man was walking the girl down the steps at gunpoint. They were walking to the car. Then I felt that it was me. That's me walking to the car. He went in, put her in the car, and then as he started to walk around the car, something clicked in my head and said, jump over and get in the driver's seat. I jumped over, got in the driver's seat. By the time I got in the driver's seat, he knew exactly what I was doing. So, of course, he rushed to the door to get in. By that time, I had locked the doors and I saw my 2 hands on the steering wheel, and I just floored it into the sunset. I turned to look for the man, and the man disintegrated. Fear is an illusion. We've always had the power. Now it's time for us to get in the driver's seat. Now it's time for us to choose something different. Don't hang out in the hurt too long. You have to decide how are you going to respond so that you can get the outcome that you want. All right, meet me back here tomorrow night, same time, 7 o'clock. Listen, we do have an amazing course coming up April 14th, 15th, and 16th. We're doing the Leverage What You Lost 3-day intensive. I'm so excited about that. During that time, we're going to spend 2 hours together. We are going to really dig into this identity work. This is going to be more than just a 30-minute class, but we're going to really dig deep. I'll be doing some hot seat coaching where you can get your coaching on the spot. It'll be very interactive, and we're really going to dig in and try to do this identity work so we can break through to our next level, so we can write the story, so we can build a platform, so we can tell the story from whatever platform we need to tell it from, so we can change our own narrative. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on TikTok. Thank you so much for your patience, because I'm going to get better and better at this. And thank you if you join on any of the other platforms. Make sure you are sharing. Let people know that I'm going live. I am sending out the notifications, but set your notifications so you can get this, especially if you're on YouTube. Thank you. Good night. I didn't tell you what to sign up for the intensive. You can sign up for the intensive at deeperwomenleagueglobal.org/event. deeperwomenleagueglobal.org/event. Good night, everybody. Y'all need some exit music.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44. Guys, Nina just built a...
There we go. That I can depend on. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Make sure you tell everybody Dr. Swin is going to be live on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm coming out. Meant for me to stay here long and be content with living wrong. Oh, why? Get the glory of my life. I get it right this time. Good night. Bye, everybody.